Hello folks, welcome to another episode of Sheriff's Garage. Today I have a handcrafted beauty in the channel for you to review. A 2013 Bentley Continental GT with Mulliner package. This beauty is a W12 12-cylinder, which is essentially two V6 engine next to each other. I will show you the engine, and it's a beautiful setup. When we talk about Bentley and in a level of luxury cars, we're always looking at precision and hand craftsmanship and so much more that we'll show you throughout the whole video. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking the videos, and let's go to the detailed information of the video. Thank you so much. So when we look at the exterior design of the Bentley, it has a very simple language of design. There is not much of curves or essentially lines that are so obnoxious when you look at them. It has a really simple design, and that, I think, adds up to the beauty and elegance of the Bentley design. The majority of the gorgeous and I would say maybe the whole beauty of the car is what's inside this car. Probably 5 cows were used for their skin. Real leather. Everything is real inside here, such as the brushed aluminums or brushed magnesium, probably. Real wood, real leather. Everything is real, and that's what makes this car extremely luxury. So let me open the hood for you. Opening the hood, you are looking at the 6-liter twin-turbo W12 engine, which pretty much covers the entire bonnet section of the car, and everything again is very detail-oriented, handcrafted. For example, the cap for the radiator and the water cooler has a B, and even oil cap has a B on it. Everything from the logo, the way it's designed, very clean, very sophisticated, and looks absolutely lovely. It really covers the whole engine compartment. There's not much of room to do anything here, and I wouldn't dare touching this engine myself. This vehicle is handcrafted in Grille, England, and it's a beautiful car. All right, so here was the engine, and the diamond pattern front grille is also gorgeous looking, and it's chromed, beautiful. It reflects the sunlight, and it really shines like it's a real diamond. The headlights, xenon headlights with jewelry look bottom parts, that they are like crystal looking design, which is absolutely gorgeous. 2 of them. This one will turn off when you use your signal, and when the signal is off, it's going to have a daytime running light, which is very beautiful. For a 12-cylinder Continental GT, we're looking at approximately 630 horsepower, which is humongous for this size of the engine, but it's 12-cylinder. And when you push the gas pedal, first the engine feels hesitant to drive. It wants to build up the boost. It wants to inject all the gas that is capable of into all 12 cylinders, and then essentially start to move. But when you push it a little bit harder, it's pretty instant. You can actually instantly feel the drive of the vehicle, and it's a very powerful takeoff. So the trunk opens up by pressing on the B for the Bentley. All the information. It's not a huge trunk by any mean or by today's standard, but it's roomy enough for a convertible car to have sufficient amount of spacing. In order to close the boot, you just press this button. It says boot close. And everything is a soft close, suction method for the car, and it's absolutely beautiful. We have the rear sensors on the lower portion of the bumper, and these two iconic look of the tail lights, the oval shape behind this rectangular design looks absolutely gorgeous. Here in the interior of the Bentley GT Continental, you really feel like it's a luxury place to be sitting. We have the real leather. The stitching is astonishing. Truthfully, the way these are all handmade, and the stitches are lovely. All these chrome brushed aluminum or magnesium materials are extremely fine, and the way these buttons are located, everything is extremely simple to look and operate the vehicle. Obviously, the infotainment system is slightly old and outdated, but it's given for the 2013 model. But it's still operational. Radio, navigation, connectivity with your phone, everything works perfectly fine. It's just slower to operate, and that's understandable based on the technology of 2013. I'm going to turn on the vehicle and close the top so you can see the operational portion of the top and its mechanism. I believe it takes 16 seconds for it to completely close the roof, which is not bad for the year of the vehicle. This vehicle, you cannot drive and operate the roof. You have to be stopped before you can close or open the roof. In modern vehicles, you can drive up to approximately 30 miles and open up or close the top. And they're beefed up, and the strength of the top has been added to the rigidity of the top. I feel like this is a very comfortable place to be. When you sit in a Bentley, this is a driver's car, and it's not like Rolls-Royce that you want to be driven in. Rather, you want to be driving yourself, and it's a GT car, so it's a Grand Tourer, and you want to drive it yourself and enjoy every portion and every mechanical part feeling that this car gives you. Again, for a 12-cylinder, it sounds lovely. It's very powerful. You can feel it when you drive it. To the point that sometimes I'm hesitant to push the gas pedal, even though this is not my car and I'm not going to abuse the car by any mean, but it feels extremely solid, and you feel that craftsmanship and the strength of the vehicle again. So there are pedal shifters that are extremely large and located to the column of the steering wheel, and it's really well designed. Your fingers and your hands can touch them. They're not like little things behind here. You can really feel uh, the change, and they click, and that's what is really lovely. And one beautiful thing, back in 2013, or even in today's design of the Bentley, we still have some analog designs in a computerized monitoring dashboard. But here we only have analog gauges, the water temperature, gas gauge, the RPM, and the speedometer. And there's a small section on the front to give you all the information you need. But when you sit here again, the smell like a true leather, smell like luxury, smell like comfort, and feels very comfortable. Everything is well designed, well placed, and I don't hear any creaks, any rattling, any really, I mean, nothing. I don't feel anything that I push has been, shaken to death over the years since 2013. This car has 34,000 miles on it. By the standard of driving, there's not much of miles on this car, but at the same time, if you're a car collector, this may not be the mileage that you want. However, for its mileage, extremely solid. I don't feel anything bad or rattling or creaking. There is an ashtray in this car. Who smokes in a Bentley? I hope you don't. Smoking is bad for you guys. But it's well designed. It's truthfully one of the most gorgeous ashtrays I've ever seen. It's all feels like aluminum, again brushed. And when you open this part, look at it. It's so gorgeous. And solid. Again, everything feels solid when you touch every part of this car, including the ashtray. That's amazing. The seats are extremely comfortable, as I mentioned. The upholstery and the comfort on this car is magnificent. I was actually feeling it would be slightly more comfortable, like a Rolls-Royce type of a comfortable, but it wasn't, and it's not that comfortable, but it's extremely good. It's very tolerable for the comfort level. There are two keys here with the arrows that you push. One of them pushes the seat forward. One of them obviously pushes the seat backward. And there are approximately 22 ways of adjusting the lumbar support, neck support, and the pelvic area, or anything you want for the seat to be comfortable. 22 ways, that's amazing. You bring this out and slide the seat forward, and you get back seat. Very comfortable place to be. Actually, I fit in it, and that's really nice. If you remember the Porsche review that I did, I was literally dying, but not here. Even though if the driver, oi, sorry. But one thing that I realized, the videographer again is like going up and down with laughter. One thing that I realized, if you push this key back and you want to bring the seat towards the rear, it will detect my knee, and it automatically goes forward. So it doesn't cross your knees and doesn't hurt you. So that's a great feature that they've added. But if the person is short, it's a good place to be. I don't mind it. So when we talk about the Mulliner package, it's a package designed by Bentley to give a sort of separation and differentiation between the normal, for example, 8-cylinder Bentleys compared to the 12-cylinder. You can also get this package on an 8-cylinder, but what it really does, it has a sports tuning for suspension. The seats are slightly different with similar shape and form to a bucket seat and feel to them, but it's slightly different. And some other portions of the car, the interior has more chrome used in them, which makes it look much better in my eye. Chrome and brushed aluminum together are such a nice combination in luxury cars. They really bring that feeling of luxury and money, essentially, to the view or to the eyes of the customer. So giving you the driving impression of this car, I would say it's a very comfortable car, as I have always chosen the proper car for the review. It's not that every car that I drive is a comfortable car. No, but this one, the seats, it's a Bentley. Should I tell you it's not a comfortable car? I mean, it's pretty obvious, but it's also very sporty at the same time. The steering has a good feel to it. You feel where the tires are, the wheels on the road, and you can pretty much make a good turn by knowing where your wheels are. The steering ratio, I would say, is extremely good, and it has a very sporty feel to it. At the same time, when you're driving in like comfort mode, lovely to drive, very comfortable, very pleasant. And then again, this is a 12-cylinder, so when I put my foot on the gas pedal, which I'm going to do right now in just a moment, let me make sure it's a safe area. It's got enough power to pull you back into your seats. So definitely a car that can get away in a moment of notice, and extremely lovely. I love the cars that I drive in this channel. I don't review every kind of car, but at the same time, the cars that I review are really well made, and my taste is about quality and not just quantity. So again, I appreciate the gentleman who allowed me to drive his car and review it for you guys. This was a fun day, and I really enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed viewing this detailed review of the 2013 Bentley GT Continental with Mulliner package, which was a joy to film. Thank you so much, guys, and until next time.